Good evening, everybody. I've been asked to keep this under 20 minutes, so I'll try to be brief. Louder. Can everybody hear me okay? Right. Because there are so many people here today who I haven't yet had the good fortune to speak with personally, a quick introduction. My name is Craig Lewis. I work as senior editor for the online Buddhist journal, Buddhist or Global. And I feel very fortunate to be here with all of you this week, and more than a little surprised to have this opportunity to share a few words today. Like most overseas visitors, I'm grateful for the opportunity to spend even a small amount of time in Bhutan. I think that everyone who comes here from outside feels a connection with this beautiful country. In my case, Bhutan is where, for the first time, I felt moved enough to take formal refuge vows. This was back in 2016, and I was in Paro, and so I went to Kichulakang. So in that sense, each visit carries a warm feeling of homecoming. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Buddhist or Global, we provide a diverse range of Buddhist content for practitioners and communities everywhere. As well as English, we have growing editions in Chinese and Spanish languages, each with an editorial aspiration to share the riches of this ancient spiritual tradition. And as such, for as long as Buddhist.org is online, and so far that's been 30 years, our content will always be freely available to the world. And in that same spirit, I'd like to encourage anyone here today, if you would like to see your work or your research shared with a larger Buddhist audience, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. That's my email address there. Further to this point, I'd like to express my admiration for the many learned speakers and teachers we've been blessed to hear from this week. The breadth and the depth of knowledge, research, and spiritual practice that has been shared here has been really quite astonishing. All of this just goes to underscore how immensely valuable this conference is for bringing together so many great minds, teachers, practitioners, and perspectives with a shared aspiration to benefit sentient beings. And before I'm kicked off, I'd quickly like to express my deep gratitude to Dasho Kamaura and CBS for inviting me to attend this year's conference. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ignacio Aristimuño. I am from Venezuela, but I live in Japan, lecturing in Japanese studies. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share my impression about this conference. This is my first time participating in this type of conference. I was here, this is the 5th conference, and the number of participants are growing. Personally, I have been very happy. I am very happy to share and come to Bhutan. This is a country that I have wanted to visit since a long time ago. I am leaving now satisfied with a very good impression. First of all, I was very welcome here. The organizers and the entire staff were very kind and friendly to me. And I was able to enjoy delicious lunches, listening to traditional music. Meeting here with scholars from around the world, it was a blessing for me. Just sitting here, right in front of you, it was very good. I take note and I learned a lot. Thank you very much to all the speakers. I am glad that the program that you made was very enriching, with meditation section, health, astrology consultation, as well as a practice of a consciousness expanding technique called Neuma Breakbrook, which we did 2 days ago with the Professor Juan Ruiz Naupari. For me, coming here was not only a source of knowledge, but also life experience. I remember that during that section of live break work, I did a lot for 20 minutes, we did a breathing exercise. And I remember that for me, here, there was a kind of thinking, tiki, 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 I feel it in my body, and involuntary muscle movement. So it was a good experience in regard to the flow of energy of the body. Yesterday, I enjoyed the Mindful Music concert. It was amazing with foreign artists and local music. I was very happy, but most happy that I can be now is having made a lot of friends and connections. I have now many, many friends from the United States, Sikkim, Japan, Swiss, Bhutan, and even from my own country here in Venezuela. I am glad to have met all of them, and I want to keep in touch with them. Organizing a conference like this is not easy, I know, and I really appreciate all your effort. At this conference, we have emphasized the word mindfulness. But let's be clear. We should not forget that mindfulness is heartfulness. In China, Japan, and other parts of the world, these two words, mind and heart, are the same. In Japan, it's only one kanji, one ideogram that represents these two, mind and heart. So we focus on mind, we relate with intelligence, but integrating heart and mind, we are developing wisdom. That's why compassion now is very important. This is love from within, from our heart. And the most important thing is this is sacred. That is why we do meditation, to access this divine source with deep within ourselves, from our hearts, from our subconscious mind. And this is the only way to reach to this understanding. Finally, I can say that I am very glad that we have all gathering here at this present moment with different view and perspective, coming from different places, to communicate. And in communion, we take a step further in order to access this divine source or state of alignment that is rightful ours. Thank you very much.
I'd like to give thanks from the bottom of my heart for what has been more than a conference. I felt as if one was almost caught up in and born by a wellspring of a nation. There was a flow, to have a flow with senior Rinpoches, the Queen Mother, the Prime Minister, senior members of the Sangha, musicians coming together, perhaps for the first time from Mongolia, Nepal, India, Bhutan, international guests, Bhutanese, youth, all coming together. And I feel it was summed up, the sense of being more than a conference was summed up by the statement by the Prime Minister that inner transformation and collective change are not separate. When I was a child, we had an Australian singer stay with us, and I was struck by one of his songs, and it came back to me. Could there be one nation that history could record, showed the world a way to live that all men could afford? They knew how to serve and share, and life was so free and fair. He's passed away. He never saw Bhutan, We live in a very fractured world of increasing turmoil. We see absolutely tragic violence taking place, for example, in the Middle East, and I feel my country is shamefully complicit in that violence. We see desperate wars in Ukraine, Sudan, ruthless, ongoing exploitation of nature, and the point of breaching planetary boundaries. So, thank you, Bhutan. Here we thank you for nurturing and exchanging these spiritual practices from which your ethical foundations stem. Thank you for giving birth to growth, national happiness, to carbon negativity, and the linkages between all of these. So please, for more deeper, for more cross-fertilization of all the ideas and experiences that have been brought here in future, we look forward. And for the sake of our children and our grandchildren, for the well-being of humanity, thank you.
I'll try to get the show on the road. I was asked to give 2 minutes, and so I've got it written out here. And what I really want to say is what has transpired these past few days is not merely a meeting of minds, but a convergence of lineages, disciplines, and visions that recognize each other across the boundaries of time and space. Each of us carries a unique imprint, what in traditions is called a Gnostic spark, or Ji, a piece of the timeless code from which everything arises. What happened here is a kind of a collective remembering of what we are and where we are gathering and why we are gathering here in body, in this time, and in this space. As we depart from Bhutan, I believe we're not simply returning to our respective personal life tracks. We are becoming living transmitters of what was activated here in our discussions. Given the existential risks humanity faces, the work ahead is not just academic or spiritual, it is evolutionary. We are exploring new ways of being human together. The call now is to deepen that collaboration, support authentic awakenings, and facilitate the emergence of global coherence through love, rigor, and wisdom. May this gathering be remembered as one of those moments when the future whispered to the present and we had the courage to listen. In a sense, we do not create the future, we become the future that has always been calling us.
Thank you all for your kind words. Feedbacks and appreciations always help us grow. And we hope that the center will offer even more at the next conference. A heartfelt thanks to all the speakers for your presentations and engaging discussions over the past 4 days. Your dedication made this conference possible. And to all the participants, thank you for staying with us through 4 days of rich dialogue. As we close this immersive conference, let me highlight the power of communication. Just like science, mindfulness, and meditation, communication plays a crucial role in taking our message to a wider world. It helped us extend this conference far beyond this hall and beyond Bhutan. Over the past 4 days, more than 100,000 people engaged with us on Facebook through our live stream. Over 11,000 joined virtually through YouTube. And more than 16,000 people danced along at last night's concert virtually. Our reach extended across the US, Europe, and South Asia. Mindfulness is on everyone's mind and everyone's lips today. But it is our responsibility to ensure people understand its meaning and value by making them be part of such conference. Special thanks to international journalists from China Daily, Buddhist Door, the Kathmandu Post, Hindustan Times, and Thai PBS for their coverage, which helped amplify our message. Deep gratitude to the PBS team for the live stream and to our national media for their support. To our amazing speakers, your contribution truly resonated. The social media appreciation pouring in says it all. Despite the persistent bell that you all must have hated the bell, your voices were heard loud and clear. Congratulations. It's okay, speakers, to clap for yourself. Please, round of applause. Thank you. Finally, to end the ceremony, please welcome Keldon and Sharaf.
I hope you all had a good time here, La. Before I start singing, I'd like to request everyone to sing this one line with me. So it goes like, so ya la so. Can we practice, La? So ya la so. Once more, La. So ya la so. So this song is about the auspiciousness of our mind, La. If our mind is happy, our surrounding becomes happy. And I'd like to conclude this session by wishing everyone a very auspicious mind. May this session liberate all of us, La. Simda simgita la shi. Now, so ya la so. Simgi shutu ju na ta la shiba ya la chabashu. Please don't hesitate, La. Simgi shutu ju na ta la shiba ya la chabashu. Gumba la la le se so. So ya la so. Simgi chukur so ta la shiba ya la chabashu. Simgi chukur sonta la shiba ya la chabashu. Sache mi ye lumba so. So ya la so. Gumba la la li sonta la shiba ya la chabashu. Gumba la la li sonta la shiba ya la chabashu. Let's go one more time. Simda simgita la shi. So ya la so. Simgi shutu ju na ta la shiba ya la chabashu. Simgi shutu ju na ta la shiba ya la chabashu. Thank you, La.
May I request two Theravadan monks to give a dedication prayers for all our participants. Thank you. In the original word of Buddha, Pali.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tadiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tadiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tadiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattva deva manusanang buddho bhagavati. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sandithiko akaliko ihipasiko opanayiko pacitang vedita pavinyohiti supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samici patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani Atha purisa pukala isa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakitang lokasati Sabbetiya vivajantu sabaroko vinasatu Mate bhavatundarayo sukhitigo yuga bhava Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata Sabba buddhanubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata Sabba dhammanubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata Sabba sanghanubhavena sada sukhi bhavantu te Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Honorable Bandiji. Now, may I request Khenchen and Dojilebe with the monks of Central Monastic Body to give a very closing prayers. Thank you.
Nongsun yime yu dan da zhuo shin tu sum gong bi zhi zang jin bi ji dun jin bi mi zo ji yang yi yang bi ge gong tam ji yin da kru di chu lu nam ba jin pen dan di rin chin ki ni chu kru sa ba sa bi pe jam zo yang bi ge gong tam ji guan zhu ji yin lo ba dong ka den ki jan de ne shu da bra gen den tin ba dong gen den ten yang Namale Batimbe Pache Rapshi Nindiki Tuji Nimode Semje Yonla Chamrasho Semje Tamje Deta Dinjra Jingendo Tamje Datu Dombrasho Chanchu Semba Kanta Sajuba Deta Kingi Melam Druji Mondele Sendele Nimi Koya Dele Shingi Sendado Dele Bikin Chosum Gita Shisho Demba Jiten Kamso Jemba Dan Demba Ni Shindo Tenzen Belno Shindo Demba Yi Demba Yiri